basic supplements that I suggest everybody should use. And basics, we know vitamin C is good, vitamin E is good for hair, skin, nails. That are the basics. This is basically for longevity. You should take these supplements, no matter what. And it does not have anything to do with bodybuilding. Or
This is for the general.
this is general that you should take.
That has to be.
Yeah, and protein is not only for bodybuilders or athletes, and I'm not talking just protein supplements, but high protein food is essential for the human being, for any human being. And that is where we are going wrong. Why are these Western people so big, so strong?
Yeah, they have.
What is the staple
They have
diet?
protein in their staple diet.
The staple diet is
And
loaded
yes,
with protein.
since you said about the protein requirements also. If we remove the bodybuilding part or the muscle part or the sports part out of it, a normal individual requires at least 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of their body weight.
Minimum of
So
that.
if you are say 80 kgs, you need at least 80 grams for the normal functioning and normal health of your muscles.
Absolutely.
Which we are not getting, we are hardly reaching 30 grams or so. Hardly
Exactly.
if you are actually
Performance
focusing on-
athletes, like myself, I do 330 grams of protein a day.
Right.
Now we want to basically demonstrate how to do a proper form of bench press. So this, I'm showing it on the incline, but you can do the same portion at the flat bench press or the decline also. So most of the people, they go wrong while doing any form of bench press. So they lift, they take their shoulders back, and they come down. Now what is happening here?
I think your shoulder is getting loaded more than your.
Absolutely, and this is where I restrict my movement. My movement in the motion is restricted here. Okay? Now, the right way of doing a bench press and taking optimal pump on your upper chest or your middle chest, whatever form you do. Like this is an incline, I want to basically take more load on the upper chest, not the shoulders. So this is my portion of doing a bench press. When I take my shoulders a little down, chest up, I come all the way down.
Right.
So you see the range.
Shoulders are completely relaxed.
Exactly.
The internal rotators
The
are not
internal
loaded.
rotators are not rotated, and I'm taking all the load on the chest. And when you push it ahead. This is my posture.
And you can see the back is also arched. It is
The
not.
back always stays arched.
It is not touching the bench.
The back always stays arched. If you keep your back on the ground, the base, don't arch it, you're going to hurt your back. Again.
Yeah, that's what.
Because the load is going to come on your back and your shoulders, your body, your chest is all going to take the load. So when you're hitting chest, you're just looking at one muscle compound, that is your chest, not your biceps, not your shoulder, not your tricep. That is where people go wrong. If you're doing close grip, just focus on your tricep, not the chest. Now here, relax your shoulders, take your elbows out, and then press. So this is the right way of doing it.
Anywhere else except from the chest, you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we know how we do the bench press now. So now we're showing the basic posture how to do a bicep curl. So as we can see, his grip is one part away from his shoulder, which is the right way to do it, and a wide grip bicep curl. So we can start. So this is the starting position. This is where you go lock. See how the hand goes straight away, the palm is not facing downward. And this is where you end the movement. Now show the bag where people are injuring the back, how they do it, which is where the ego lifting part comes and you're not implementing your bicep.
Bad leg position.
So this is the back leg position, they slow slouch, and then they do a jerking movement where they, yeah, exactly. This is not how you do it. And that is where he comes in play to improve the back. So why not avoid it completely and not go to a doctor to get back, you know. So yeah, that is the right way of doing it. And so this is the time we are demonstrating the most important exercise where everyone goes wrong and they injure their backs, which is a deadlift. So Sherwin, being the best person to show it, being a spine specialist, spine surgeon, is going to show us the actual posture how to do it. Look at
I'm
the
just going to do it. He's going to see if I'm doing it correctly.
I'm going to monitor it and he's going to display it. Let's go. You take your grip, glutes out, chest out, butt tight. That's how you lift. So you don't lift all the way from your back, that's where people go wrong. You lift it with your hamstring, your glute, and the whole body. This is the stop position, and this is how you put it down. Now, we just want to demonstrate how people are doing wrong with it.
I think that I have a lot of positions in this particular workout where people do it wrong is what I feel. First, the arching of the back is what I feel is the most neglected thing.
Exactly.
Rounded back is the most common cause of
Yeah,
spinal
they
injury.
lift it like this. This is
Instead
the
of
motion
this,
really-
it is rounded back and all the
And they take all the load on the back, not the hamstring, not the glutes.
Yeah.
Which is where they go wrong.
That is the single most important thing I feel because of back pain and back injury in the leg day.
Absolutely.
And second is because of that, if
The
you're
load of
lifting,
weights more and more.
balance is not correct, the rhythm is not correct, the form is bad, weight slipping out of the barbell
Of a
rod.
barbell, with put your locks. That is one strict rule in my gym particularly, we have to put locks. So that is one aspect.
Prevents foot injury as well if it's falls in a leg.
Absolutely. And the second part I would want to add is with people, exactly, the rounded back. And when they try to lift more, it's not just going to injure your back, but your shoulders, your cervical, everything is on stake. You can do that. So my take, if you are not a competitive power lifter or anything, don't go for PR records, doing 1 or 2 reps at your max. 8 to 12 reps is when you build your muscle, and I think that should be the goal for everybody. So try and lift the weight that way, you can do 8 to 12 reps comfortably. So that's all, we wrap it here, hit the dock, we had a good session, keep training, stay fit, stay healthy and avoid your injuries.
Take care of your spine, be fit, take care of your nutrients, hydration,
Say no to sugar.
say no to sugar.